Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm sorry that there's been already some scuff, like my music dying, and uh, I still can't get over uh, Claire's PNG every time I see it. um, so we are back. This is a um, a ruler's journey. Is the name I've given this particular triple shot. It is our essentially kind of knockoff 5th edition Kingmaker. Um, and we are back playing for the first time since I went on vacation. I am very, very excited to be back. I have gotten recharged and reconnected. I will, however, say my internet may be a bit scuffed tonight. My apologies if it is. But yeah, so just kind of look out for that. I will probably be recording this separately as well. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and start that up. This way, being that I'm also recording it, if the internet goes down, I will have a just straight recording of this to upload to YouTube later. But yeah, so we have some new faces and some returning faces, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the Discord call and let everybody say hi.
Bacon flavored.
Hey, everybody!
Oh, hi.
You are now on the air and can be heard.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Man, we were just letting out some big government secrets in here.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the government secrets.
Too bad you missed all of them.
Yeah, sucks that you didn't get to hear him.
Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability.
It's great. Maybe you'll catch him next time.
I did want to say thank you. Let's see who all followed me. Oh, there were a lot of people that followed me today. Oh, I see. I see why. Thank you for the shout out, Sage.
You're welcome.
Punching Bag TTK, thank you for the follow. Transmal, Demon Fishy, Saishi?
Demon fish.
Yeah.
Fish?
I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. And Dion the Vamp, thank you all for the follows. So these are our lovely player characters, everybody. I'm gonna pick on each of you and make you all introduce yourselves again. Since we're gonna get the eye catcher out first, Claire, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Claire. I'm playing the catfolk, naked yoga and the misty gloaming.
The fucking jacked catfolk.
Sorry, naked yoga and the misty gloaming Esquire. A legal consultant and also a ranger as a hobby. I just decided to make this my Fuji for this session.
I love it so much. Okay. Now since we got the middle of the table, I can go either way. Sage, since you gave me a shout out earlier, you're next. Introduce yourself and your character.
You get a shout out this time.
Hey. I am Sinful Sage, another streamer, very good friend of Belle. I've been playing D&D with her for a bit. She's been in my own campaign for a while. I figured I would come bother her over on her side of the territory. And I am playing Rowan, who basically, imagine King Arthur pulling the sword from the stone and then going, I don't want any of the responsibility that comes with this. This sucks, actually, and I quite liked my old life. And that's Rowan, conceptually.
All right. Next, we're gonna pick on Abby. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Abby, a petite fae. I play Jessamy Yeldrin, a heiress to a very powerful trading company, and she is a whatchamacallit, a College of Swords bard, and is a bit. Thank you.
Yes, definitely a very powerful trading company. Um, we're gonna do heavy air quotes on the. Yeah, they're totally not the mob. Definitely not the
No.
actual mafia.
No, it's not. No, why would it be the mob? That's silly.
Heiress to the whole mafia.
Heiress to the
God
whole.
damn.
Heiress to the whole
You got-
mafia. Godchild to the most powerful pirate in the entire world. You know.
You got what everybody wants out there. I can't lie.
This is why I said she's a bitch.
She's a
Hello.
bitch.
All right, we're going to circle around the table to our newest player. Void, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
No, heart emoji. Hi, my name's Void. I go by edits, or you can use they them if that's too weird. That's fine. I'm playing
Come on, you can do it.
Mori Thunderclap Moonshadow. I'm a monk. I'm a half elf. You'll find out the rest of it. Bye. That's it.
All right.
That's all I got.
Bye.
Last but not least, but certainly not least, Crow.
Hello. I am Resident Scarecrow, but please just call me Crow. And today, I am playing as Human, a totally normal, not at all strange, not at all someone who's trying to secretly weasel their way into people's lives only to steal everything from them. Totally average
Oh my
human.
god, I love Human. I love Human so much.
Human. All right. Okay. So, here's the thing that I do for every party. First of all, I do have to ask, Claire, is there a time period where you're gonna have to go? Because I know you sometimes have to leave for work.
I slept a bit when we started.
Okay, cool.
If I get too sleepy, I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. If you want, I can give you time to go get coffee while we do the recap.
I'll be fine.
Okay. So, okay. Who wants to give me the recap to get inspiration for this session?
Crickets.
Okay. This is my shtick. This is what I always do. No notes needed.
I have
Alright.
to do it on my own show. I'm passing this time.
I always do this, and then I quit. I went on strike. So we got invited to solve a little problem for a wonderful person. To basically, clear out the barony. We're kind of trying to get there and solve all the problems with like thievings, the bandits, the what have yous, before the other team comes in, who so happens to be the greatest paladin Belle's granddaughter, right? It's her granddaughter. that's what I thought.
It is her. It is indeed her grandchild. Belle.
Her
This is the granddaughter of Belle, the actual character. My VTuber character. Yeah.
Yes. And also Rowan's sister is a part of it, Annabeth, I believe. And we agreed we're all from different parts of lives, and so we decided we were going to leave right next morning. We learned about each other's characters just a little bit, kind of knew who was snooty, who actually has work life, and who's a lawyer technically. We chartered a boat, which is captained by Regina. Totally not the fearsome pirate queen of the whole entire 7 seas, or whatever, how many seas you have.
12. There are 12.
12 seas. Of the 12 seas, amazing. So much powerful than I thought.
Yeah. It's a big fucking planet.
And she so happens, Jessamine just so happens to be the godchild to her. And she kind of just puts us all to work. Rowan has a conversation with Annabeth on the other boat before they leave. And it was actually very nice. It was more of like, what the fuck are you doing outside of home? I'm doing this to help the family. Well, I'm doing this to help the family. Don't worry, the family is okay. And they kind of go into like an agreement of like, okay, I trust you, be careful, be safe. Here's a punch for the road. And then we got ambushed by pirates. Oh no! We killed them really bad, really quickly. It wasn't fun. Some people got pushed over the boat. Fire almost happened, and because of that, we got a free boat, and our mysterious other member took a rowboat, disappeared. But we have no idea where he went.
Your only dinghy is now gone, as Krieg, the other member of your party, sailed off in search of the Empress had called the Astarte. So
Yes.
that is why Krieg left.
Gotta go find that man. Gotta go find him.
Not relevant to the recap, but I do want to remind everybody that Rowan did get shot in the chest by a cannonball before she was even able to act for the first time.
Oh yeah, it was glorious.
No.
It was
was really funny.
glorious.
Did she
Fucking
make it?
hilarious.
Did she
It was a
live?
nat 20.
The Emperor left.
Oh yeah, no. Rowan did live through being shot by. It was only a 6-pound cannonball. It wasn't a big one.
We're
only-
fine.
There's only a 6-pound cannonball to the chest.
If it was a 10 or 12 pounder,
It would have been like
story.
instant death. Yeah. 10, 12, dragon fire cannons, which are a thing. Those would have been probably much worse for
So what I'm
Rowan.
hearing is, so what I'm hearing is bruised chest, maybe some fractures.
Yeah, definitely like all of the ribs broken.
There's a big bruise on her abdomen, and she does not want to talk about
In
it.
the shape of a fucking cannonball. Yeah. That's how that went. Okay, so
She already hated boats before. That's just the icing on the cake.
yeah. So you 100% that is what happened. And Abby, you do indeed get inspiration for this session, or any session you play in UEs, should you not use it this particular session. Okay, so we're not going to go over to the battle map screen just yet, because while I do have it prepared, I am going to kind of allow you guys just some time to view these beautiful PNGs. Everybody, I didn't do my spiel before I started. I probably won't pay too much attention to chat, just as a heads up. I like to give my players 100% of my attention. Okay.
Give me attention.
Okay, so we pan in to what did I name the village? Oh fuck. It's been a hot minute and I don't have my notebook on me.
Not being in the DM chair this time. Oh, what a glorious feeling.
Listen, it's
I think it's known traditionally as Willage.
I thought it was Milage.
What? I had it written down. I swear. I just don't remember where I wrote it down. Oh no. All right. So, I'm gonna rename this village. So this is now Valeport.
Failport.
That's the name of the
Valeport.
village. Valeport. Fuck it. That's my standard go-to. Yeah, so this
Like a fair-
so we pan into the village of Valeport, a small port town on the edge of the coast of Zyma. People are kind of milling about in the morning air as your ship comes to dock. You see a tall, Goliath woman in a green robe with a saber and a handgun. It's a flintlock pistol on her hip, and she is approaching your vessel, kind of not at a quick, like a super quick pace, but quick enough where she's very obviously like they wasn't expecting you, and she will hail your ship as you pull in and wave you to park. Who's at the helm of your boat?
Definitely not Rowan.
Hugh's been sitting in the crow's nest most of this trip.
Weren't we like additional crew while we were passengers to the Pirate Queen lady?
You were the only crew on Regina's ship. She crewed her own ship by herself to go home.
Okay.
But she gave you a
proficiency in
whole
water
ship.
vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Rowan can direct a carriage. She has land vehicles.
If Rowan wants to, Rowan can try.
Gosh, she's the worst person for it, but if nobody else will...
I think Jessamine would be the annoying person who would give pointers, because she's probably seen, like, Regina do it, or someone else captain the ship, but she's never touched the wheel.
Yeah, Jessamine would know literally everything else, how to do everything else on a ship, except steer it. Because
Cool.
while Jessamine was there to, like, cause Regina loved having her around, Regina put her to work.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys see Jessamine kind of able to, like, doing everything else, and giving point, like, oh, this is how you do this, but not touch the wheel.
Rowan definitely, like, under her breath has done, like, so why don't you fucking do it then? But failing that, she's just behind the wheel being like, how different could it be from a wagon? Sure, it's just...
Absolutely.
It's the same material, it's just big and in the water.
100%. It's just big in the water. I love that.
Wagons have wheels. Ships have wheels. Naturally.
Close enough. Yeah. What is there a check I need to make?
So I'm gonna give you just give me like give me a proficiency vehicle check, like the one you have. I just gotta. Yeah, no, give me a proficiency vehicle check for your land vehicles. Just do it at disadvantage. I just realized something.
Hey, if Jessamine's giving me pointers, can we?
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a standard roll. Just a standard roll. Yeah, just a flat roll, so because you have a help.
Cool.
I don't think Bardic's gonna help you.
I'm a +4. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. That's a hot 9.
All right. See, as it becomes very evident that you're going to crash, you see the mayor go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, Mori! And she yells in this general direction. Void, do you want to introduce your character real quick?
Where am I, Betty?
You would be on your boat, and
I am so far away from everybody.
but we'll see the mayor shoots her gun toward you, and what's your AC? Just real quick.
It's a 15.
Okay, cool.
Jeez.
I'm gonna make an attack roll real quick.
I'm gonna get fucking shot.
Maybe.
What a way to get
Welcome the
introduced.
club.
Yeah, you are. You are in fact going to get shot. Dead. You get hit in the center of the chest, but instead of damage being done to you, you teleport from where you are, and she fires the gun onto the deck of the ship, as she's using what's known as a spell slinger crit pistol with the dimension door scroll in it.
Oh my god, where am I? Put me on the ship.
Park
Put me on the boat.
the damn ship.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice to see you too.
You see a
God, I'm small.
regular human woman in armor that makes her look deeply uncomfortable, absolutely out of her element behind the fucking wheel.
Okay, alright, ma'am, miss, okay, listen, I got this.
Who are you? How'd you get on our ship?
Listen. I don't fucking know. Listen, I don't know. I'll answer your questions later. Right now, you're gonna ram this ship into the dock, and that's not a good thing. Move it, scoot.
Where? I should not have been left in charge of this.
Okay, Void, would you
Rowan
do me a
fully
favor?
lets go of the wheel.
Void, would you do me a favor? Describe your character. Your toad came with you.
Okay, so let me pull up my hero forge. Let me pull up my hero forge. I'm sorry.
Incredible.
It's the first introduction is, oh, honey, it's okay. Hold on, just stop touching the wheel for 3 seconds.
Who are you?
I don't know who any.
Who are you people?
So, Samori is. Did I ever decide how tall she is?
No, you did not. They are half Goliath, half elf. So.
Oh God.
So in like they're like short for Goliath standards, but probably like 6 foot.
Yeah, that'd be short for Goliath standards.
Yeah. She's got gray skin, like dark eyes with like odd colored pupils. She's got a beast's skull on her head, with like feathers on it. She's got like a long braid. Her hair is also white with like a black ombre. She's like wearing monk's clothes, and I think like on her shoulder is like a red three-eyed toad. He's just sitting there while Maury's desperately steering the ship to not crash it.
Wonderful. Okay. So, go ahead and make me a check.
So what would this be?
It would be your proficiency with your vehicles.
What attribute would that be? Dexterity?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, cool. Just a regular bowl. All right. I hope you know I did this in a panic. So this is like half spelled, but it's fine. Also, hold on. I think this is to DM. Nope, the toggle's not on. I don't have to toggle even. Cool.
Also a cool 9.
Cool 9. I'm
Alright.
I'm with people I don't fucking know.
All right. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yay!
I think Mario's in the middle of doing something. Yeah, so it's like the brain isn't there.
Not 20.
Dirty 20.
20.
Sage,
oh,
aren't you in?
Pokemon.
Sage, aren't you in heavy armor?
Medium armor.
Oh yeah, and it's made of mithril. Never mind.
Medium armor made of mithril. She is in half plate.
Yeah, mithril half plate.
Okay.
That's right. I remember that now.
Oh, not naked yoga.
Thwarted.
Okay. So that's okay. So everyone but Naked Yoga makes the save.
Oh God.
Naked Yoga in the Misty Gloaming. What is Naked Yoga wearing at the moment? Because I know Naked Yoga does not like to wear clothes. Uh,
What's it? I think the like minimal bait and tackle vests and loincloth was my outfit for the ship trip.
okay. So as naked yoga is kind of doing their thing, kind of doing with the bait and tackle and kind of
It's really into
fishing over the boat.
While the boat's
All
going.
all of a
Like at Sea
sudden,
of Thieves when you're
yeah,
trying to catch a fish and then you don't warn the helmsman that you're about to crash.
yeah, exactly. Naked yoga in the misty gloaming falls into ice cold fucking water.
Ooh. Ooh. Can I? Okay.
Sorry.
I feel like Rowan on her nat 20. I'm torn between actions I want Rowan to take. Can I just roll a crack shot d20?
Wait,
So here is
it's,
the. Mhm.
it's really funny.
So here's the problem with that, and I'm gonna actually move our thing over where they can see the battle
Sure.
map. If you notice where Rowan is versus where Naked Yoga is, Rowan does not have time to get all the way across the ship.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm debating Rowan doing.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Roll. Go ahead
I'm
and roll.
not debating rushing over.
Go ahead and roll then, if you would like.
Okay. I want. Let's see.
Let me go ahead and zoom this in just a smidge, and then I'm gonna go grab the mayor. So let me-
Okay. I think the result Rowan naturally wants to go for is going to be 10 or below.
All right.
The smart thing is 11 or above.
Okay.
You're kidding. Another 20 that I requested to ask for. She was debating jumping into the water and then was immediately like, first off, naked is probably fine. Second off, I still don't know how to swim. So
And you're in
stops
and you're in medium armor, so like you'd have
and I'm in
drowned.
armor. But for a hot second, she debated, oh, I can go save. I don't need to. But that's where her head was at.
Okay, cool. Naked yoga. Because you are indeed naked, you are going to take cold damage from the literal freezing waters.
It's all for slapstick, baby.
You take 3 points of damage, as you are immediately like cat taking a bath.
I'll never. Oh, it's like sploosh, resurface,
Yeah,
violent flailing,
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
climbing physically back up the side of the boat with claws, just scramble for land.
Yes, 100%. That is what you were doing. So you see the mayor aim at naked yoga. Don't move. What is naked yoga's AC?
Well, it's 16.
That is a 24 to hit.
Okay.
All right. And then naked yoga, all of a sudden you feel something impact your chest. It doesn't hurt, but then you're in a liminal space where nothing is there. You are Schrodinger's naked yoga, and then all of a sudden you are on the dock. No longer in the water, and you are staring at a very tall elven woman who goes, "Who in the fuck are you?"
Straighten up, even though I'm still dripping and freezing and probably shaking. Offer paw to shake. I am naked.
Yes, you are for the most part.
Oh no, common mistake. My name is Naked Yoga in the Misty Gloaming, Esquire.
She will shake your hand and go, "Would you like a cloak, dear?"
Yes. Um, what's it? I am the legal counsel for this group coming into the place my character would remember. On behalf of Baroness, my character would remember this name.
You are coming into Veleport for the Empress Immortum, Clementine Verilius. She kind of looks at you and then looks at the rest of your crew and goes, "You're who the Empress sent." Really?
That would indeed be who we are, my good friend. How may we be of service today?
You should be expecting, I think, that when adventurers are called, it is always the least qualified and most ragtag.
No,
The work gets done.
I just expected I expected your ship to have my aunt aboard is all. I was told that my aunt Regina was the one who was chartered to bring you here. That's all.
Can we
So
say
she,
at
like,
this
just-
point Rowan's coming down?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
she, like, just
Okay.
gave us she just like gave us a boat. Fucked
Believe
off on
me.
her own.
Yeah.
I would love to be on Regina's ship right now. Instead, we got attacked by raiders, killed them all off, and then Regina said, "Here's a boat! Have fun!" And I should not have been left in charge of it.
You know, that sounds like my aunt. That sounds a lot like her. What were you saying before, Claire?
Miss Blythe, I do stand corrected. Carriages are not like boats, even though both have wheels. The
I think I've
transitive
picked up on
property
that by now.
does not apply. I think you still performed admirably, as I am not dead.
You know, that is an upside. I didn't get any of y'all killed. I'll take that. And she's on such an obvious rush to not be on the boat anymore.
Wonderful. As you all kind of exit the boat, the mayor goes, "Maury, dear, I hope you weren't too startled when I shot you."
I was skinning a fish, when you were doing that, but it's fine.
Please don't tell your mother.
I won't. I won't.
Thank you. I've got enough problems in this fucking village without two very angry gods.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. She's not gonna hear about it.
Good.
Look, she's not gonna hear. She's not gonna hear about me not doing good on the boat anyway.
I'm pretty sure.
Trying to be nosy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say mother and God in reference to the same entity?
Gods.
Great. And Rowan keeps walking.
Plural.
Next time. Oh God. I mean, a warning wasn't timely. That's fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna. Excuse me.
Wait, I need
What?
don't leave.
Hi.
Don't
I'm
leave.
here. What? I'm here.
These are the people who I told you I would be sending you with when they got here. These are them.
These are them?
Yep. This would be the group.
Ah, cool. Hi, I'm Maury. It's nice to meet you. Sorry about your boat. I was very, startled. Wait, one of you's missing. Where'd they go?
Rowan,
Oh, there you are.
upon getting off the dock and having her feet on solid earth, just flops and lays back in the snow.
The mayor will approach you and go, "Sweetheart, are you okay?"
I mean, if you all
I
want,
hate boats. And they thought it was a good idea to have me be the one steering the damn thing.
wait, this doesn't involve any more travel, does it? Because if we're traveling on my house, there's gonna be more boats.
No, you're going to be traveling on land, from what I understand.
God.
Are you all
What?
here to deal with the Bandit Lord?
Aye, that's us.
Wonderful, good to hear it. So the Bandit Lord, they may not have told you because they haven't really sent many to check. There was another boat a few hours ago carrying some folks. Essentially, the Bandit Lord, one thing they don't probably tell you about when sending you on this dangerous mission is that the Bandit Lord is a vampire.
Yep.
Rowan just gives the deepest exhale.
This whole place is crawling with undead. That shouldn't even be a surprise at this point.
Oh.
Well,
Lovely.
with all of the things that have gone on in Zyma as a continent, the undead is not aren't the worst thing that's happened. I promise. Trust me.
Of course.
And who are the rest of you? And she'll kind of gesture to the ones that haven't introduced themselves yet. By the way, my name is Raya. I am the mayor of this particular town. It is wonderful to meet you all. Even the ones whom I did put a bullet in their chest. Sorry, naked.
You know, usually she doesn't shoot first when she's meeting somebody, but
Yeah, unless they've fallen into what could have been hypothermic water. No.
I'm sorry. I didn't think people make that habit.
That's my point.
Rowan, Blythe, pleasure to meet ya.
Pleasure's all mine.
Are we
Not
giving
under
last
the
names?
ideal circumstances, but here we are.
Are we giving last names? Is that a thing we're doing? Are those important?
If you would like, yeah.
I just
you can.
chose to.
Sorry, I
My
don't talk to people that much.
yeah, no, she's more. She likes to hang out with her toad.
Excuse you. He is a treat and a delight.
Apparently,
How
lots of people
cute.
love it. But yes, I am Raya Lenore, the mayor of this city. I have actually put her picture in the UE's Kingmaker chat if y'all want to take a look at Mayor Raya.
Lovely.
I love her.
She's a big, beefy, half-elven woman with a gun and a sword.
Incredible.
She'll kind of smile and nod and go, some other adventurers arrived about an hour ago. Their boat kind of fucked off when they were dropped off here, so if you would like to head on into the inn, you're more than welcome to head that way and get yourself some drinks and some rooms are available.
Are the other adventurers still there, or have they left town limits already?
They are still currently within the town. The halfling that was with them got rather intoxicated, and they wanted to wait until she was right and sober before leaving. She also, like you, really hates boats.
We met the other group when we were having our first meeting with the Empress. She's gonna stand up and go, I'm gonna go have a few drinks with my sister. I'll see you all later. And she's on the way to wherever the fuck the inn is.
Hugh will put a hand on her shoulder and just, hold on now, my friend. I don't think you realize that we have a business opportunity in front of us.
The inn is this building here, by the way.
I think Rowan will
I'm
turn
editing it.
and say, with all of the respect that I'm capable of mustering at the moment,
Which I should hope is none.
I need a drink right now, and I would not advise trying to keep me from getting it.
Hugh gives one of those looks of, oh, come on, at least hear me out. But he pulls his hand off regardless.
Thank you. And she's on her way.
Oh, shit, that's water. This is fine.
No amount of profit is going to keep me out here and not close to a fire.
Oh, it's perfectly fine out here. Well, my voice is not like me today.
Make sure to
Yuri is
hydrate.
also not in winter clothes.
Oh no, you were just on your boat. You were just on your
No,
ship, comfy,
I-
and you got
No,
shot.
it's like she's got like a kimono-esque sort of situation. Definitely not. Should not be in snow right now, but that's fine. The rest of you, hi, nice to meet you. Names?
I will move Mori into not the water. Okay.
No, it's fine. I'm not in the water anymore. I'm fine. I'm on the edge.
Oh, wonderful. I'm on the
I'm just
edge.
looking at. I'm just looking at the new people. I emoji.
Q gives one of those merchant bows. I'll tell you my mind. Hold, give me a second. I just had a moment. I'll tell you my name if you give me yours.
I said it earlier. My name is Moriclap Thunderclap Moonshadow. Nice to meet you.
Hugh Man, at your service.
That's a name.
That is definitely a name.
It certainly is.
I should look over at just the pink one. You? Hi? Hello?
She's just looking up and down and just going,
Can I?
Well, hello. I'm Jessamine Yeldrin, but you can call me Jessa, darling.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Always nice to see cool new people. I don't get to talk to new people that much.
It shows, don't worry.
It shows. Don't worry. Oh no.
Don't worry, you're hopeless.
But I think it's quite cute.
Thanks. This is my toad. He's got 3 eyes. He's very cool. He blesses people on odd occasion. I feel like the silence.
Do you gain the blessing by licking the toad? I believe I have heard of this before.
No.
Mostly from
he
children.
actually doesn't like to be touched. He will pee on you if you pick him up. It's very gross.
This is normal toad behavior.
Yeah, it's fine. No, you do not get it by licking the toad. You do not know. In fact, it's best if you do not lick him.
I would like to carry on this conversation, but none of you are in fire. So I take my leave.
None of you are on fire. Alright, let's go in, I guess, if the rest of you want to come on in.
I don't see why not. At this point, at least.
It is kind of cold out, so it's probably best to go inside. I'll have to finish fish. Will I have time to finish getting that fish later, or is that just going to sit on my boat?
That's just gonna sit on your boat if you don't go fix it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go finish that and go to the inn. I ain't gonna let that shit just sit there. Birds are gonna take it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Birds will, in fact, take your fish.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if the birds haven't already stolen it.
You as you kind of return to your boat, they have.
God bless it.
They have indeed. And as you say that, you hear kind of in your ear, which one of us?
Look for the tongue.
This is your one of your mothers. Yeah. This is Tethala.
No, mom. No, mom. It's fine. It's fine. It's an expression. I don't actually need anything. We're cool.
Are you sure?
Cool. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Because if you need me to, I can go get the fish back.
No, I don't need. We have company. We have company over right now. I can't.
Oh,
I'm
company,
busy.
you say? Company, you say?
Yeah. Yes. It's a joke. Yeah. I gotta go. I'll talk to you. Like, bye.
Oh, okay, okay.
Call
Call home sometime, damn it.
I'll call you soon. Where's the inn? It's down here.
Yeah, so the inn is indeed that building, and you all enter, and I will actually drag you guys over to the page where the inn is, and you can see the inn's a bit bustling, even though it's like 4 pixels right now for the screen. I'm so sorry. For the stream screen. But yeah, so you see in the inn a group of not even in fantasy world do children talk to their mothers, right? Yeah, so as you get into the inn, it's a nice cozy little place. People are getting drinks, and you do see the adventuring party that you had been with, like, you had seen before.
Oh, we're not on the map yet.
Oh, I haven't. Did I
You
not
didn't move
move
us.
it? Okay, I thought I had.
I was just typing, hey, we're still on the town screen in the roll 20.
Sorry, I did not mean to not do that. I'm so okay. Yep. The stream can see you.
Oh.
You could not see you.
I can't move. I can't move myself.
Goodness, why have I done this? That moment
It's
when I
okay.
thought I was prepared.
It's fine. Maury's just gonna be running in a little bit behind these guys anyway.
Okay, hold on.
On the virtual phone with my mom going, yeah, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. I gotta go.
Okay. 1 second. You should have control.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yep, I do.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there's people in.
I totally know. Prepared. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, like you're not editing it live on screen right now.
Oh shit! I meant to be in the other browser. Fuck.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. And there you go. You should all have your control of your tokens now. Also, fantastic fucking Mulan reference. But yeah, so you enter the bar, and you do see there are patrons kind of sitting at the bar. There's some by the fire, which is over in the right hand side. And specifically Rowan, you see your sister sitting across a table from an elven gentleman, and cards on that table. This man has all of his money on the table, his boots, one of his teeth that is made of gold, and a sword just sitting there like, you can't possibly take all of it.
But you can.
Would anyone
Is
like
there-
to try and join this particular
He's got a tooth made of a sword.
So, what I would like to do, if you will allow me, if I could, as I'm walking by to get to the bar, can I cast Hex on the gentleman at the bar and give him disadvantage on wisdom checks?
So what I need you to do is make me a sleight of hand roll to try
Okay.
and not be seen casting spells that will potentially get your sister called out for cheating.
Now, I wanna try to, because this is a lighthearted thing. I would like to try to weasel a very fun way of asking for advantage. I have Warcaster, so if I cast it using my shield arm, which is mostly obstructed by my kite shield, can I do that at advantage?
No.
Damn it.
But what I will say is because it is obstructed by... Well, here's what I'll do.
Sure.
I will allow you to roll at advantage if you fail, you are prepared to get your ass whipped by this elven gentleman that she's sitting in front of, and start a bar fight.
1,000. Yeah, Rowan thinks she can take him for sure. Absolutely. We're gonna do it. With advantage. That is a 20. I didn't even need the advantage.
Okay. So you cast Hex, and he is now disadvantaged on will saves. As your sister lays down.
It's actually not saving throws. It's just skill checks,
Okay.
and that would also be a -5 to his passive perception.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful! Because of this, he does not see your sister change her cards to the cards that she has up her sleeve, and as she sets down a royal flush.
Perfect. And then I approach the bar.
All right. You come and sit down next to Lydia Woodsheart, who is fucking pounding down a black-looking substance with the what is it called? The depiction of a kraken on the front of it. Claire, do you have control of naked? Is that?
Yeah, I should.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Making sure that I actually fixed it. But yeah.
Literally as close as possible.
Naked was given a wool cloak by the mayor as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is slamming back how versed are you in alcohol? Is Rowan? How much of a drinker would you say Rowan is?
I mean, Rowan works at a bar, or worked rather.
Oh,
worked at a
you
tavern
know
that
exactly.
was run by her two dwarven parents.
So you know this is a very expensive alcohol. This is what is known as Kraken's blood. It is the single most expensive alcohol in UEs, and it will get you fucked up if it even touches your tongue.
And they've got it in this random little oceanside village.
You actually see behind the bar an orc and a tall orc man. He's very buff. He's cleaning a glass, and next to him is a another very buff looking dude. Both of them wearing matching rings on their ring fingers, and behind them is the head of a fucking kraken.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Qualifications met, I would wager.
Yeah. Gay husband bartenders kill kraken, get kraken's blood rum.
I love them so much. I feel like Rowan has a very fun opportunity to discuss my two gay lesbian dwarf mother bartenders. That's very funny.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of rock up to the bar. The orcish man will kind of look over at you and go, "What can I get you?"
I'm gonna start off simple for now. Mind if I get to dwarven water?
You see the dwarf kind of give you a smirk and go, yes. Yeah, you want the kind that comes from the mountain, or you want the kind that comes from the hills?
I think she looks at the dwarf and very confidently turns back and goes, "The mountains, please."
He will sit down a very big pitcher of this dark black, very foam on the top, dwarven ale. And for your friends over there at the table, what can I get for them?
I think she says, I can't order for all but one of them in confidence. And she'll turn and study Jessamine before turning back and go, your finest Chardonnay.
All right, I can definitely do that. And he grabs a beautiful elven glass bottle. You can tell it's elven because it's a beautiful like green glass, and it has the royal stamp of approval of Talos, the city of the elves, on the front of it, which is an artist's depiction of Yggdrasil, the world tree that stands in the center of Talos.
Rowan takes her stout, takes the bottle of shard, and heads back to the table.
He does give you. What he did was he gave you a pitcher, and he also gave you mugs for the table.
Got it. She'll take the whole nine yards.
And then one glass for the Chardonnay.
And then she'll slide 5 gold over the counter and say, "I'll keep a tab open."
Wonderful. You looking for rooms as well, or are you just looking to drink your fill?
I'll ask the rest of my company whether or not we need board. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. And are you starting to head back now?
Yeah, now she'll head back.
The orc will kind of put his hand on Rowan's forearm and go, "That armor. Where'd you get the material for it?"
Back in my hometown, which I'm quite a bit far away from home. A blacksmith that I apprenticed under, named Crag Ladar, handmade it for me before I set off.
Was he an orc?
As full blood as they come.
Good. I'd have had to take it from you if he wasn't.
Dwarven parents and an orcish mentor. I'm a bit of an odd human.
Well, you can't get better forgers than better forge masters than us. And you see his husband like look at him offended. Look, it's not my fault that the goddess of the forge chose us and not you.
Rowan smiles and goes, "I know, I've been downright spoiled."
That you have, lass. All right, you head on.
Thank you kindly, and I will be back. Now she gets to the table.
The Toad and Hugh, I think, are currently staring each other down.
Okay.
From what I read.
Please enlighten please enlighten the chat as to what Hugh and Hugh and essentially the Toad.
The Toad was on the table. He was staring at it, and then I was like, "Oh, now they're just having a staring contest. Neither of them are blinking."
Wonderful. Hugh, what I need you to do is make me a concentration check.
Oh god, I forgot how to do that.
Let me double check.
Constitution?
Yep. Concentration.
Is it a con save, straight con roll.
Check, I think.
One second. Double checking.
Because I don't play spellcasters often, and when I do, I'm cantrip focused.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Basically, just a con save.
Yeah, it's a con save. Sorry, I had to double check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay, the Toad blinks first. The Toad blinks first. Hugh has beaten the Toad. Hugh has, in fact, defeated the Toad.
No, not the day. The day has come.
I'm loving this trend of nat 20s on dumb bullshit.
It's the best.
I love Rowan coming right to the table right as the contest is won.
Yeah, you see probably what was an intense staring contest, as the toad will blink one eye and then strain and then blink the other. It
My
was
boy!
determined not to lose, but it has.
My sweet boy. No.
What are you guys doing at the moment?
I immediately slide the bottle of Chardonnay in front of Jessamine as soon as I sit down.
Jessamine, you are presented with a beautiful elven Chardonnay. This is from Eos, or from Talos, City of the Elves. Your family do business with Talos. It's probably the only legitimate business they do, because like Talos is a huge city that has like its own kind of reputable thieves guild. They have their thieves steal from other people though. So you've seen this stuff, probably not had the chance to drink it yet since you were at college for most of your early adult life. And this is a bit high dollar. But yeah, so you guys kind of have this opportunity to discuss amongst yourselves what your game plan is. Knowing that the thing that you're going to be facing is a vampire.
Just the fool of us.
I couldn't order for everybody in confidence, but I figured this kind of really expensive, incredibly way above my taste kind of swill would suit your tastes just fine. Poppy?
I was muted. But she did. But when you presented the drink, she did say like, "Oh, darling, you shouldn't have."
Wonderful. But yeah, you have the moment to kind of speak amongst yourselves as you kind of have just a small reprieve.
Do I know anything?
You would
Like,
know that the
Here?
so being that you live in this town and your parents are kind of a big deal. You would kind of have been given some insight in like if the so you were given a little bit of insight that the what the locals were originally calling the Bandit Lord had been sending captured troops from northern tribes to come and spy on this town before the initial attacks by the then ghoulified residents of nearby towns were sent to try and conquer this one the first time you were attacked. There have only been 3 attacks so far. Each time were kind of done by ghouls and like enthralled troops. There weren't very many of them originally, but recently there's been reports of the undead on the outskirts of this town in the form of zombies.
So, the mayor here, she's really good at keeping here sort of mostly safe. But I do know, I think on the outskirts, there are a bunch of undead that I do believe are working for the big guy, the Lord, him.
The Bandit Lord.
You would think the almighty immortal empress would have told us that we were going against those who walk in death.
I wasn't, I mean,
No,
probably.
you weren't there. It's no fault on you, but you know, when we ask for more prevalent details about the mission we're going on, vampirism seems like something that should be brought up right away.
I mean, that is fair. What did she tell you?
She said Bandit King, and that's what we got. We got, a really powerful ne'er-do-well who's in charge of the other ne'er-do-wells. Didn't say living dead. For all we knew, it was just a guy.
I mean, he is just a guy, but with vampire powers.
Don't start with me.
What?
Just a guy.
He's just a
guy
little
with vampire
guy.
powers.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little scallywag.
To be fair, I don't.
Hey, don't splash me with holy water. Don't stink me. I'm just a little guy. It's my 1,000,000th birthday.
I mean, to be fair, I don't spend
I'm
a
a little
lot of
birthday
time
fool.
in town. Most of my time is spent on my boat. Because that's relatively safe.
Yeah, the undead do not come onto your boat. They physically cannot.
So, where are you all from? Any skill sets that might be useful? I don't know. I mean, I don't know any of you, so it might be good to get to know each other.
Since I've yet to shut my yapper already, come from a little farming town called Kinallen. Half the maps you'll purchase won't even have it on there. Farmer's daughter, worked a tavern for a little bit, know how to properly drive a carriage or a wagon. I can repair any metals that you have, trained with a blacksmith for a bit. And I have a magic sword. That's sort of my entire deal.
She has a sword that she talks to. Your sister will pipe in as she moves over to your table.
She looks and goes, well, I wasn't going to... And she leans in. I wasn't going to exactly mention it has a personality yet.
I'm in the middle of these two.
I didn't realize it had a personality, sister. I just thought you were crazy.
She rolls her eyes.
My friend, I have seen very many things on the road. A talking sword is... How should I say this without sounding like an asshole? Not the strangest thing you will see.
And here I was hoping you were gonna ask if you could have it.
Most people don't want to get rid of things like that.
Well, I'm not most people. Ain't that funny?
That's fair. That's fair.
Rowan will look over and go, by the way, that is my I would say adopted sister, but we're both adopted, so I don't know if that necessarily works that way, but that's my sister, Annabeth.
I'm the cute one of the two of us.
Rowan, with all of her farmer's muscles and covered in scars, does not challenge that.
Yeah.
Who has a face of... Really? I beg to differ.
I mean, I saw you guys coming to town, right? Like, not that long ago.
You've been here for about 4 months.
I've been here for a while.
Yeah, you've been here for a good little bit. Your boat kind of ended up here after you left home. Your one of your two moms put you here, essentially.
Grounded. Grounded.
I suppose so, yeah. How about the rest of you? Anything notable, I guess, since we're gonna be working together?
You're awfully chipper, aren't you?
Try to be.
There's nothing
tell.
wrong with a little bit of positivity and hope in this life.
Like I said, kinda cute.
get upset that often. Because if I do, then my parents go, "Who did it? Do you want us to do something about it?" And I have to go, "No, it's fine. I promise, it's fine." I don't feel like having a pissing fit with, with gods. At least not anytime soon.
I was going to ask about that, but I didn't want to press it until after I've had some booze. You have two mothers and both of them are deities.
That's true.
And you're not an Aasimar, you're just...
I have a Goliath. Half elf, half Goliath. Your accent's ripping off on me. No, I'm not an Aasimar.
And that blows everything I thought I knew about that subject out of the water.
Well, it certainly beats my parental situation.
Parents are tricky.
Do I want to ask about that?
No.
I'm... Okay, perfect, thank you.
Hugh just like, no, don't ask.
No, you don't want to know. It's a
Rowan
long,
takes the
complicated
advice.
story, and I don't have to roll that many deception checks.
It's great. I love it here.
You would, I don't think it's been revealed which gods yet, are, yeah, okay, cool.
No, not yet anyway.
So,
That's
one
the next.
parent would be very obvious as there's only one Goliath god. So you know at least one of their parents is Priscilla, the mother of thunder.
Cool.
And then the other could be any of the elven gods. So you have Tethala, the Lady of War. You have Tevelian, well, no, that eliminates him because he's he, him. Let's see. You have Matilda, Lady of Spring. You have, actually, yeah, it's just those two. It's just those two, because the rest of them are male.
That's how it be. So plans for how we're gonna tackle this, I guess.
Well, I was working on something and then learned some very prevalent information that has to, change our entire approach.
Did they tell you it was a fucking vampire?
No! The Empress didn't think to mention it!
No, she didn't tell us either. We just got here and the mayor was like, it's a vampire.
Oh, so we were both kept in the dark. Great.
Yes.
Glad there wasn't a disparity.
You know what I bet? I bet she doesn't fucking know.
Might be the immortal Empress, but she's not the omnipotent one, is she?
No, exactly. She's gonna get progressively more Scottish.
I'm just sitting between these two, looking back and forth.
Yeah, I love how Annabeth is next to you and not near Rowan. She'll go, wait, but by the way, I wanted to say before it became weird to, before it became too late to mention it, how much did you rake him over the coals for? I have to know.
And she'll open her bag and you see platinum pieces. A lot. A whole fucking lot.
I could never make that work.
That's
Can I sleight of hand check to steal a small handful of platinum?
While Rowan is looking dead at the bag, yeah, you can at disadvantage.
Ew, yeah. Ooh, boy.
You can try and steal from Rowan's sister while Rowan's staring at the bag. Yes, please roll.
Oh no, this'll be like the moment Rowan's no longer looking at the bag.
Okay, yeah, roll. I'll roll a contested
Nat
perception
20.
check.
Oh my god.
What is the total number?
24.
Okay.
What is this session? How many nat 20s has that been?
5.
Okay.
3.
2, 3,
Oh yeah,
4. It's 4 so far.
And then
We
one on my
are-
one on my end.
We are less than an hour and a half in,
Hold on.
and it's been 5 total crits.
And you said it's total 25?
24.
Okay, 24. So give me 1 second so I can send you this yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling for Roa. Oh my god! Did you just roll that?
Yeah, look at the timestamp.
No!
Hey chat.
Total 20
It's a
fucking
natural
8.
20. It's a natural 20 for a total 28, beating a natural 20 with a total 24.
I knew I shouldn't have used that one bard skill that made it so it's just, oh yeah, you're not exactly proficient. Take half proficiency on this.
Hey, dice gods. Do you want to talk about what's going on?
Yeah, dice gods, you wanna fucking talk?
So what's your AC, Crow?
Oh, unlike Gort, it's only a 13. Just go straight to damage.
Yeah,
Assume
'cause-
you hit regardless.
So, Crow, I hate to say this.
I'm not close enough to make it sneak attack, am I?
No.
I'm across the table. I don't think so.
No, but see, the
Did
thing
you
is,
crit again?
sneak attack activates on crits. Yeah.
Is that crit
Did you
number
get a
6?
crit to attack?
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this session?
All right. Be glad that her unarmed strike is only like 2 damage. So you're only taking 4 damage. But she slugs you dead in the fucking chin. And goes, hey! Hands out of my fucking bag! I won this fair and fucking square.
Rowan will smile from across the table and goes, and that's why you don't fuck with a Blythe.
Anyway, so I had paid for your rooms already.
Oh, you're too kind, sister.
Well, I got quite a bit of cash on me, so
How convenient for you.
yeah, it's pretty great. If you need supplies in town, just let me know and I'll give you a small loan and allow you to get what you need, because none of us were informed that we were fighting the fucking undead.
I think Rowan would smile and say, I think, truthfully, the version of me that I was when we were in the halls of the Empress versus the version of me now that got shot in the chest by a cannonball and almost crashed a boat. I think pride is not necessarily something I'm clinging on to at the moment.
Hold. You got shot in the fucking chest with a cannonball.
I know, and guess what? Sure, it floored me, but I got right back up after.
Oh,
You
okay.
weren't kidding when you forget bull-headed. I'm bull-body.
Right? So I do have a gift for anyone who wants to take it, and she will reach into her tunic and pull out a bottle and put it on the table and go, this is what's known as an alchemist's fire. My friend Millie upstairs, she's sleeping at the moment, made it for fighting the undead out in the outskirts in the wilds. I wouldn't suggest...
Is it divine flame?
No, but fire is fire all the same. And from what we've seen, these particular zombies, from what my archer friend, she'll point over to the dwarf that she had with her, and you see him just cleaning a crossbow. What we've realized is that they're not very strong, these zombies. But when they hit, they explode with this green goo, this bile of sorts. And it infects what's around it. So I would
They
suggest
fucking
not staying
pop.
close. Yeah, they pop like zits. I've got, a paladin with me, so I'm fine. I'll be okay, but your group, I don't know how qualified you are at healing. She'll gesture to the rest of you.
Rowan will say, actually, during the time that I've been away from home, turns out, fun little thing about the sword. You know how I said it was sentient?
Sister, please tell me that you don't have a paladin inside a sword.
I have a paladin and a sword. So I do have a touch of healing and a way of conjuring holy fire.
By the gods. You know how that whole, I hate heroes, I don't want to be one. And she'll just,
Well, 'cause heroes
tilt her
make
head
people
and furrow her
people are
brows at you.
dependent on heroes. But the thing I don't like about heroes is the sense of duty that comes from being a hero. I don't want to be a good person because that's what heroes are. I'm a good person because I'm a good person. It's not my title or my mantle or any other bullshit that does that. I'm not good because I'm special. I'm good because I'm me.
Sister, you don't understand. Heroes aren't always good people. I'm a hero, and I'm a
That's another
terrible
reason I don't
person.
like him. Well, no, you're the youngest sibling. I believe it.
I just took that man for everything: his life savings, his tooth, and his sword.
He's the one that put him up.
Yes, I'm also the one that cheated. So,
Well, it wasn't just you.
oh, I saw.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're aware.
But yeah, do any of you need supplies? And she'll kind of look to the rest of the group.
Hold on, I have to look because I out of character prepared for random scenarios with all my money.
Oh, great.
Wait, we got money?
They did.
I have so much money.
Ah, shit, they got money.
Jessamine would just be like, with the undead, I have 2 vials of holy water and plenty of healing potions if it comes to it. I also have an oil flask too. 3 of them actually. But I guess she's just shifting through her bag.
Oh, I just imagine her going like, I have one. Feels
Yeah, she
around.
just pulled
Wait,
them all out.
2 more.
So yeah, she'll just present 4 bottles of healing potions.
Oh my gosh.
3 bottles of oil, or 3 flasks of oil, 2 holy waters, and 4 vials of basic poison.
Well,
I don't think the poison would be helpful.
yeah, no, the poison won't be helpful, but I'll buy it from you. I'll trade you 2 vials of holy water for it.
I like you, of course. Here you go.
She'll offer you 2 vials of holy water and take your poison.
Okay.
I have all I need with these things. Holds up her fists. I'm okay.
And when they pop, you will be gross and... Okay.
I'll be fine. That's fine.
Hugh opens up his little. He opens up his backpack and just. I would absolutely love to purchase from you a tinderbox and a torch if you would.
She's not a merchant. She's offering us stuff to go to the merchants with.
Actually, sister, she will open her coat and you see just like an assortment of adventuring gear.
What else do you do that I don't know about?
Listen, our mother sent me
What?
prepared. And she, you see the symbol of your mom's bar. You see the symbol from your mom's bar on the clasp of her cloak. I am in fact representative of our bar, and I sell adventuring items on the side to make a little extra
Rowan
cash.
squints and goes, Our mothers are sponsoring you.
You damn right they are.
What?
So,
Rowan's
you said a
having hard
tinderbox?
time.
You said a tinderbox and some torches? Is that what you asked for?
That would be much appreciated.
I'll take 2 gold pieces for that. I don't have many of those.
So, you're
You see Hugh sort of reaching through his bag, and he lays out a couple candles, some miscellaneous bits of food, and he places a necklace with a emblem of a bear, and then sort of laces his hand on top of the amulet, realizing, oh wait, this is something that I got from the pirates.
She will snatch that shit up. Oh, what's this?
That would be, after a while to figure it out, an amulet of bear's endurance, which I do hope you have the funds to pay for.
Oh, dear. No. I don't need to buy this off you. And she'll move part of her coat over, and she's got one of each aspect.
Oh,
I sell them.
You're bloody kidding me.
Rowan is now dejected at how much cooler her sister is than her.
You lifts up the amulet he's wearing, which is Eagle's Splendor.
Oh, wonderful. Eagle's Splendor. That's a nice one. What I'm going to do for you, and she'll kind of look over to Naked Yoga. You look like you're soaking wet and tired as hell. Why don't you go upstairs, get some rest? I paid for your room. Claire has to go sleep because she is tired.
Easy.
So I am going to Naked Yoga kind of goes over and goes upstairs and goes and sleeps. So that is where Naked Yoga is at the moment. But she kind of looks over at Rowan and goes and like winks. And Rowan, make a insight check for me.
Yeah.
At advantage because this is your younger sibling.
This is my sister. 19. I needed that advantage.
Rowan knows that she is lying through her fucking teeth. None of these items are enchanted.
Ooh. See, Rowan is chaotic good, but also very much supports her family before anything else. So I think she just gives a sly smile back.
Now, Hugh, what did Hugh ask her about, Crow? I'm sorry.
Hugh mostly asked her first if he could get a tinderbox and some torches, and after that he asked if, should she be taking the amulet of bear's endurance, if she could pay for that.
She will set it back on the table and go, what I will tell you is that you'll probably need this more than I will, because this particular amulet allows you to resist the bile's effects. So maybe you should give it to your punchy friend over here. And that'll be 2 gold for the tinderbox and the torches.
Hugh reaches into his pockets and you see him pulling out lint, like receipts, a small notebook, and eventually comes up with 2 gold, 1 gold piece, and 10 silver.
She'll take it. She'll give you the things that you asked for. And she'll just kind of smile. I'm going to go and swindle some more people, if you will excuse me. And she will head off and off and down. Okay. So now you kind of have the table to yourselves. One of your friends has decided to go in to go sleep for the night. What are you all planning to do for the evening? Because you got here around sunset.
We have stuff. Like, we're good against the undead, and if we want to, like, look on the outskirts, or we could wait till morning.
Maury, you will know that it's more dangerous at night to go out.
Ah, shit. My offer still stands. Nothing has changed.
I say we wait until morning if we decide to go out. And also, if we decide to wait until morning, we can bank on the vampire's pride and have him get into a situation where he's not exactly the best combatant to face us.
That's a right fair point. I'm generally speaking, much more comfortable during the daylight personally.
Statistically speaking, a vampire is the most vain of most undead.
I buy that, yeah. I think this entire time, Rowan's kind of absent-mindedly watching Annabeth going across the tavern and just really letting it sink in how much she didn't really know her sister, and also the fact that her sister's a badass.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's been, like, super cool to meet you. If we're all reconvening in the morning, I'm probably going to meander my way back to my place.
Do you live in your boat? Is that your homestead?
Yeah, it's a houseboat. It's a boat that I live on. I have a room in there. I have the amenities I need. My parents make sure I'm okay.
Rowan shudders at the concept.
I mean, it's really cozy if you ever want to take a look at it before we go. It's really nice.
I don't know how to swim, so I think I'll pass that offer up.
I mean, you don't have to. Wow, you don't have to know how to swim to be on a boat.
I do have to know how to swim when I'm off the boat, though.
They have these things. I don't know if you heard of them. They're called like life vests. Like they're a little weird looking, but they'll keep you going.
Oh, but I'm dense and covered in muscle. I'll sink like a stone. No, thank you.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go back over to the screen where we can see all of your beautiful PNGs. And I'm gonna go individually with each of you before kind of we get to the end of the session because it is getting a little late.
Sure.
And technically, I'm still on vacation. Till Friday. So I'm gonna call it a little early and maybe coax you guys into a fourth session, please.
That's fine with me.
Oh, of course, absolutely. I'm so
Wonderful.
invested.
I'd be down.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna start with Void. We're gonna go back to your houseboat.
I want where no one else wanted to come with me.
Does anyone want to go to the houseboat with?
Hugh does.
Okay.
He has to see this.
Okay.
I have to see how much Jessamine drank through the bottle.
How much of the bottle would you like Jessamine to have drank? That is my question, because that is the determining factor on whether or not you're rolling a con save or a con save with disadvantage.
I would say probably half of it's probably gone.
Oh yeah, disadvantage most definitely.
Okay.
For sure.
Talos
Yeah.
Chardonnay is like one of the most alcoholic beverages on UEs. Like it's right under there with like, so the three top drinks in UEs are known as the Purple Worm, Kraken's Blood, and Dragon's Blood, and the Purple Worm is made with this Chardonnay mixed with purple worm poison.
So this is the
I mean, she's
this
the
is
whole
basically one of the base ingredients.
For the strongest drink on the planet. Yeah.
Hell,
Love
this
it.
Okay.
is still looking really good over there at 17 con save.
So
I
you,
look at her fear again, or her flaws, where it's like, yes, anything of like drinking is one of her greatest pleasures. So
oh yeah, so then she's no lightweight with your just straight 17s across the board. Yeah, no, she's great. She's feeling fine. She's buzzed, but she's not fucked up yet.
she would absolutely wrap an arm around Maury's like shoulder and be like, "Take us away. I'm
Sure.
excited to see your strange houseboat."
It's not strange. It's my house. But yeah, sure. Rowan, are you sure you don't want to come? Like last call?
I appreciate your enthusiasm. I really do. If something goes wrong and I'm already a little tipsy, you'll never see me again.
Rowan
All right.
will drown.
Rowan will drown. She's drunk and cannot swim, and will sink like a stone.
Wait, so am I arm candy to Jessamine now?
Yeah,
Just
right
gonna-
now you 100% are. To this
It's
like
fine.
mafioso heiress, just very very much their arm candy for the moment.
Cool. Alright, we going. We ball.
Okay, Jessamine, are you taking the bottle with you?
Yes, absolutely. It's in like
Wonderful.
her offhand,
Wonderful. Okay.
and there's like that like buzz toodaloo to Rowan.
Jessamine, roll me a perception check.
Perception. I'm great at that. Debatable. A 15.
As you leave the bar, you do notice that Lydia Woodsheart, she hasn't been staring at you, but she's definitely taken an interest to make sure that you're okay. She is also very drunk. This was the girl who kicked your ass in college.
Yes. You just, offhandedly, you're just like, gosh, I'm so popular tonight. Okay, continue, keep walking, you're doing great, darling.
I mean, thanks. I mean, I have better sea legs than land legs, I guess. But comes with the occupation, I suppose. We going.
All right, so
Does-
you kind of trot through the town. You notice that there is a smell about the town. Normally, you'd think that this place would probably smell like fish and things of that nature, but no. What you smell are fresh pyres, burning bodies, specifically coming from the northern side of the town, the opposite side from basically directly behind the inn. There appears to be a set of pyres that are slowly burning to kind of ward off the undead.
See, we're fine. It's fine. Watch out. On the board. I'm fine on it. But it's got a weird creaky spot. I'm gonna help Jessamine up the board onto the boat.
Jessamine, being as you are kind of buzzed, I'm gonna need you to make me a dex save at advantage as you go
Okay.
across the gangplank.
A 10.
Okay. So, Maury, make me a strength save to
Yeah.
see if you can keep her from falling in the water.
Oh yeah, no, 40 feet of movement. It's speed walking and Hugh having to run behind them.
Oh, Hugh was already on the boat by the time you get there.
How, sir?
How? Don't ask.
Okay. That's an 8. Oh, shit.
Jessamine, for a moment, you were hanging on the arm of a moderately good-looking half-elf, and the next moment you realize your bottle is gone and you are in freezing cold fucking water.
The bottle being gone, the first thing that is noticed.
I think that's what she's really mad about. Beyond being drenched.
Shit.
You're gonna take some damage from falling into the cold water.
This is why Rowan didn't go.
You take 2 points of cold damage.
Can I help
Okay.
her out?
Yeah, you
That
can.
goes through my temporary hit points. Yes.
I'll get Jessamine out and probably like scour around for like a blanket or something, a towel, anything that's dry.
You have a few things. You have a towel. You have a couple towels. You have a blanket, and then you have what is known as a cloak of warmth, that was given to you by one of your mothers.
I didn't bring it with me.
Yeah.
Here, put this on. You're gonna catch a cold like this. Put the cloak of warming around her.
Literally, what it does is it immediately dries you when you're wet, and it gives you like resistance to the elements, because I will make you roll checks against the elements when you guys eventually go into the wilderness. But yeah, so this basically it gives you advantage on checks against the elements when it like blizzards and things of that nature in order not to die. But yeah, you are now instantly dry and feel like you're wearing a warm, cozy blanket.
Yeah, we can. This is my houseboat. It's not very big, but you don't need a whole lot of space for one person to live. It's warmer on the inside.
I'll do. So it'll be 2 things. I feel like she does like, while you're like draping the cloak over her or something like that, she is slowly prestidigitating herself thing or clean, and then the moment you place the coat on, or
it's like a
the
big
coat
thick
or
wool
a
blanket.
Yeah, blanket on her, she just smiles a little dazed and everything, and she just kisses you on the cheek, and then she casts Gift of Gab so you don't remember it. And she just walks on and be like, okay, continue, show me.
I feel like it's for a moment of it's just like, oh, what the hell?
Wait, do you forget? You forget the last 6 seconds, so yes.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like,
The gods will remember this.
Because of you. Anyway, it's my houseboat. It's kind of cold out here, but I mean, the deck's not very exciting. I have rooms underneath. You guys are welcome to come into. Didn't you like open the door? Like, there's more rooms underneath the deck than there are above it.
You have 6 rooms, and I forgot to tell you this, but it's up to you what they are. I was going to allow you to design whatever your houseboat looks like.
It's a mystery room. Mystery room. I feel like the upper deck is just like steering and just like general ship stuff, and you've got almost a full ass house crammed into a boat downstairs.
It's the Nautilus.
Bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. There's the kitchen, bathroom. There's like a bedroom all the way over there, but that's like my bedroom.
It's a tiny little apartment. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was reading. But yeah, this is my boat. The upstairs is boring, but down here, it's like a little house. And I imagine like it's like just a line of room.
Yeah, essentially, I don't know if you've ever read A Thousand Leagues Under the Sea, but there is in Captain Nemo's Nautilus, it's a regular ship up top, like a small looking ship up top, but underneath, it's what's known as the Sword of the Sea, so it's just this giant fucking underwater ship that is controlled by this tiny ship above it. So it's about the same size as the Man of War you guys came in on.
Gotcha.
How Hi, welcome. I have a kitchen. Do everything else. I have everything a house has. With puts on a boat. You're more than welcome to hang out here, or you can go back to your rooms. In the inn, doesn't really matter to me. Just don't go through my stuff. But like, that's fine. You won't, right? Nah, you won't. It's just her talking to herself.
Jessamine is absolutely looking around at like all the tchotchkes or like little knickknacks that are around.
Oh
and
yeah,
going,
there's like tons of little
Mhm.
gifts from like the parents who are like, hey, I saw this. There's like a skull of like a legendary beast on like one of her shelves.
Yeah, there's just straight up
It's
a
like-
Behir's skull.
Yeah, just her internally just going like, man, the commoners live such wild lives on a boat. Look at this.
It's just like looking at Jasmine, looking at stuff. Yeah, that's sort of like I imagine it's like a few shelves, almost.
Oh
full.
yeah, no, your mom's
Yeah.
your mom's will send you like you do have like a full room full of instruments given to you by Priscilla, because that's just what she gives as gifts. It's like
Yeah.
instruments and like playbills and stuff like that. Like, because she is also the goddess of bards.
Oh yeah, among like all the knickknacks are like shrines to her parents, sort of.
Ooh, so I get to
So-
say which ones they are. So yeah.
yeah.
You would find a shrine to Priscilla, the goddess of storms, travel, and bards, and then you would find and barbarians, and then a shrine to the goddess of war, Tethala. If you knew anything about religion, that's Priscilla's wife, but those are the parentage of your new party member.
That shelf over there, that's a bunch of stuff my parents gave me. So I just started putting them all together. I have like an entire room of instruments that I can play like half of them and the rest of them just sit there. Which I feel kind of bad about, right? Like I should use those at some point, but how do you play every single instrument? Like ever?
Maury, roll
If
me
you
a
have-
perception check.
No, I'm scared.
You are in a room with two bards.
Perception.
You are in a room with two bards.
That's not what I'm scared of. That's a 9.
So it wasn't a high bar. You notice there's a new guitar. There's another one.
Wait, sorry, hold on. And like I feel like she like moves past Jasmine is probably staring at that like skull or whatever. It's like, okay, well, scratch that. There's now a guitar here.
It's
Oh,
like a
there.
beautiful flamenco style guitar. However,
Anyway,
you see on it a thunderbolt. This is actually your mother's guitar.
okay.
She takes it everywhere she is.
Hey guys, do you just want to like sit in the living room for a minute and like hang out? Just like for a second. Just like a second. Cool.
He was already casting invisibility on himself, so he can better avoid social interaction.
I think Maury's gonna leave Jessamine whatever room she's in, and go to like their room.
You open the door and Priscilla is literally cleaning your room for you.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Nice to see you.
You hung up on your mother.
Yeah, it was a turn of phrase. I have people to get back to. I didn't have.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I didn't have time to talk.
Uh-huh. You should have expected this, knowing how I am. Because I can't read minds. I can't send messages.
What? She's not upset, is she? Like, is she upset?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Moon's Reach is currently gearing for war now. Just a little
Hold on 1
bit.
second.
She's a little angry.
I told her I had company and I couldn't talk. That doesn't mean. Oh my goodness. It's
Listen, I will talk to her, but right now she sent me to make sure you were okay, and then you weren't falling in with a bad crowd.
I have friends.
I am aware that you have friends and people whom you have to work with, because one fucking follower of Cassiopeia decided to become an immortal empress. Fucking bitch. Anyway.
Do you want to meet the people here? You can. You're here.
Do you really want me to give your friends the 3rd degree?
No, I don't.
I mean, I'll do it. I'm always down to meet new people.
Do you mean meet as in hi, nice to meet you, or if you hurt my daughter, I will kill you? Which one?
So Jessamine and Hugh from the living room area, you hear the crack of thunder outside.
Just another day
Um,
on the
yes.
port. This is
I
fine.
am going to die today.
you see Priscilla go, well, that depends on them entirely. Your friend casting invisibility on himself, probably a bad idea. I still see you.
Well, if you're just gonna talk about them, you might as well come in there.
You see an 11-foot tall Goliath woman following your new companion out of her bedroom.
Hi guys, this is my mom, and hi, this is two of my teammates that I'm working with.
Hold on,
They're
let me
nice
get the
people.
art for Priscilla.
They are nice people. Do not threaten them.
This is Priscilla, goddess of thunder. She is. I need to get new art of her, but right now she's currently wearing like full leather armor. Her hammer is slung over her shoulder. She goes, "Hello. It's nice to meet you both. And your names are?"
Hugh's invisibility spell slowly fades. And he's just standing there awkwardly.
That one's Hugh. That one's Jessamine.
Jessamine,
And I
you
was
would
told- Yeah.
you would know, because of your time in the Bard colleges, that Priscilla is your patron god.
Yes.
So this is like, even for you who are basically royalty, this is a huge deal.
Yeah. Huge deal.
Yeah. Now you just with that, go with how you wish.
Just means doing the brightest smile that she could muster. And she's just going, darling, I told you you can call me Jessa. And then she turns towards Priscilla and goes, Jessamine Yeldrin, it's a pleasure to meet you. She do like a deep formal bow.
Weren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Regina's favorite, right?
I do believe that is the case, yes.
I see. And how is the twin dragon? My eldest daughter.
The grin just keeps getting bigger.
Oh,
Just a little bit. We just saw her like a couple of hours or
It would have been
a day ago, right?
yeah, about a day.
last saw her today, she was charting her own ship back to, I think, to probably tell my parents, or just continue on whatever she was doing prior to picking us up and making sure we got from point A to B.
I see. So here's what's gonna happen, right? You're both gonna go, because I need to have a discussion with my daughter. I know who your parents are, Ms. Jessamine. You don't happen to know yet what your parents actually do you?
I feel like it's like solid eye contact. Just
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of weird because it's both. There's no pupils, so it's hard to read emotions with both of them.
Yeah, no, looking into
Going by the
Priscilla's eyes is like, at least at the moment, is like looking into the eye of a hurricane.
Yeah, and Jessamine's got no. It's just full red sclera, no pupils, no irises, nothing. So it's really hard to gauge. Like, where are they looking? What's going on? But I think I assume earnestly she doesn't have an idea like what her parents are actually doing. She just knows the things over the table, not that's under the table, and then she was sent to college.
Okay, so Priscilla will, kind of seeing probably confusion on Jessamine's face, I would assume.
Yeah.
We'll go, I see. She'll slowly, like, reach her hand out and pat your hair, like, motherly, and go, you're a good one. Going home. And she will cast, because she can only cast divine spells, she will cast Greater Restoration to allow you sobriety. And then she will pull out of her armor the bottle of Chardonnay that you lost. You lose something, dear?
And then she looks over at Maureen and be like, you have skyrocketed to be my favorite person in this day and age.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
And then she will give you your bottle back.
Yep. I think we're just gonna walk out. She'll just turn towards Maureen and be like, if you ever want lessons, I am willing to do that after we kill vampires. Goodbye.
You see Priscilla's ears perk up. I'm sorry, you're gonna teach my kid how to play the instruments I gave them?
Bye. Have a good night.
Wait, no, get back.
No. Goodbye.
She's just taking a swig from the wine bottle and just keep walking.
I imagine it's like
Chardonnay.
it's Hugh scampering out and Jasmine walking out like she didn't
With a
just drop
saunter.
a bomb.
Hugh
Cool.
has just been standing stock still where he was this entire time.
Jasmine, you might want to have to get Hugh. He's stuck. He's stuck there.
Priscilla will, like,
I will
change her view from watching Jessamine to, like, locked onto Hugh. Hello there.
And I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. As he sort of just awkwardly tries to walk away, hoping this doesn't go how he thinks it's gonna go.
Priscilla will slowly move her hammer where the head of it is resting just on your neck and pull you back a little. No. I didn't dismiss you yet.
Oh, dear.
Now remember, this is a 9-foot, like, great
I
hammer.
said 11 foot. Oh, the hammer.
The hammer itself is 9 feet tall. And it is gigantic.
Yeah.
And, you are?
These days I go by Hugh. If
Mhm.
I have done anything to offend you, ma'am, I apologize.
Do you know what happens to people like you who step on hallowed ground?
Truth be told, I haven't been taught much.
Okay, so here's what I would suggest. You've still got about 15 minutes before it starts burning your feet. I would go.
Duly noted.
Oh,
I appreciate the warning.
bye. Have a beautiful time.
Is the hammer off of Hugh's
Oh
neck?
yeah, she retracted it as soon as she pulled you back.
Hugh dropping all of his usual formalities, dropping his
Bravado.
one of his facades of professionalism, bolts out of there.
Hey.
Jessamine does not see him as he leaves because I'm gonna have him use the cloak to just teleport somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
And then there were two.
She'll look over at Maury and go, "You have interesting friends."
I just met them today.
Doom.
I had to fix their ship steering because apparently no one knows how to drive.
Yeah, I saw that. You did a excellent job.
That's one way to put it.
Excellent job, kid. You did great. I will warn you, because your other mother informed me what was happening and where you were going. Be wary of those who, and I can't tell you directly, but what I can give you is a cryptic ass warning. It's not me. Your Aunt Fairy makes the rules. Don't blame me. Be wary of those who wear the skin of others.
Uh-huh.
The, while a smiling face may seem nice at first, it can often lead to bad decisions. Also, one of your uncles was recently resurrected. So just a heads up, you only have 2 of them that have died. It's the big one, Malakar. He's back.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just a heads up for the next family gathering. Don't bring it up.
I mean, I won't.
Okay.
It's not a thing you bring up, but I won't.
It might get brought up. Just if the discussion happens, run. You know what happens when we get political in there. It's a big fight. It's just
I know. I hear you.
all right. Cool. Good talk.
Good talk.
She'll pick her guitar up and sling it over her back.
Maury, it's like, yes, we're not talking about how I definitely know how to play all these instruments. This is good. This is fine. I'm gonna go to bed now. Got a big day tomorrow.
You I'm gonna go talk to your friend and see if she will actually teach you how to play these instruments. Bye, and she will
I know.
head toward town.
Goodbye.
Okay, so Jessamine,
Yes.
where did you go when you left the ship?
Probably back to the inn.
Wonderful. So you were given a room at the inn. Each of you were given a nicely sized single room where each of you have your own bed. You hear a knocking on the door of very large knuckles.
Yeah, she would open the door.
Standing before you is the goddess Priscilla. Hi.
Hello once again. Hi.
May I come in?
I appreciate you asking. Of course, come in.
Thank you. Most of the time I don't. Not gonna waste the thundery teleport. So you said you would teach my child how to play the instruments I've left them.
She was, they were going on about all the instruments that they sort of know how to play and how they don't play, and you keep gifting them more. And albeit most of mine are of the classical kind. So if they're ever interested in the violin, the viol, the lyre, I could definitely try to teach them. A pan flute's going to be a little difficult to teach them if they're not. Well,
When you say the word lyre, you see her smile real big because the tattoo on her stomach and her holy symbol is a thunderbolt going through a lyre.
Yeah.
And she will smile and Priscilla knows very little magic. She can't really do a whole lot of it, but she will wave her hand, and a lyre whose it's physically made of like a beautiful like ivory will appear, and the strings are made of a very delicate gold. And she will go, "You mean like this one?"
of course, yes, I know how to play plenty of them. It's one of my favorite instruments beyond,
Play
I
for
guess,
me.
the violin. Okie dokie.
Now, tell me what is going on in Jessamine's head, as one of the gods has literally gone, "Play for me."
This is fueling her ego. Like, beyond falling into the water, but then she got a nice warm blanket out of it, so everything's going on the up and up for Jessamine.
Okay.
And then probably, like, the slight buzz that's in her.
Yeah.
It's just, like,
Yeah, if she's
keeping
dragged
that
down
up
the
her.
rest of that bottle, she's pretty buzzed.
She still
Yeah.
got that blanket on her, which was, you know.
Yeah, she's warm, she's both figuratively and literally. And she's talking to one of the greatest figures in probably her college and her.
Oh yeah, there were
Her
statues
life
of Priscilla everywhere in the Bard's College.
And me knowing how her parents are, she's used to the very strict and commanding, like, no, you do as you say kind of nonsense. So she's like, all right, I'm not gonna ask any questions. Very strict parents.
Make me a performance
See?
check.
I am decent at performance. I think I would use my inspiration.
Okay.
Does that make it just an advantage for you?
Yeah, it's just
or
advantage.
Just reroll. Okay. So a 22.
You play a beautiful song for Priscilla. And as you play, you see her smile, her what was like a gruff expression at first go to a beautiful, like, happy smile as what you're playing begins to essentially be played through thunder and lightning outside. And she goes, "That is the Lyre of Storms. It is my personal instrument. It's what I create thunder and lightning with. I will, however," and she waves her hand and makes a second one, "give you this one." And she'll take hers back. "Once a day, you can use that to cast the spell Chain Lightning."
She's beaming. Absolutely.
Should you want it to play more, use more than one once a day, I will allow you to play a song for me at night, and should I enjoy your tune, I'll give you another charge for the day. So essentially, mechanically, what you're doing is before a long rest, if you make a performance check with your lyre and you roll high enough, Priscilla will give you an extra
Yeah.
charge of chain lightning.
Okie dokie.
All right, and that is what happens with Jessamine for the night. Hugh, where's Hugh going for the evening?
Hugh probably would have teleported to the center of town. Well, in an alleyway to get to the center of town. Taken some time, collected his thoughts, realized the only good spot he can really go is probably the inn. And
Or his
does
boat.
Hugh could have gone to his boat, but he spent most of that time in the crow's nest, and that's the only spot on the boat he really felt comfortable. But right now, he knows he doesn't want to bother he doesn't want he knows if he goes there, he's definitely not safe. He's more likely to be struck by lightning.
This is true.
So, is there a piano in the pub?
There is. There's a beautiful organ and then a grand piano.
Hugh probably would have asked the bartenders if it was alright if he played on the ivory keys for them.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a performance check, because they do let you. They give you your pick of which one to play.
Lovely. There it is. Dirty 20.
Okay, Hugh makes, roll me a D100, please.
I take it I'm not being given the choice of what specific song Hugh plays.
Hugh can play whatever he wants.
If that's the case, then he is playing Weight of the World by Schaefer James.
Nice. But yeah, go ahead and roll me a D100 and let me know what you rolled.
Total 65 for the D100.
You make 165 gold pieces from tips.
Oh, lovely.
And you feel a heavy pat on your shoulder as Priscilla passes you on her way out of the bar.
Hugh plays as he's playing, he messes up a couple notes because, oh god, is she gonna kill me?
Not quite. And that's
Not yet.
so we're gonna circle round to Rowan for the last little bit of the session. What is Rowan doing after everyone has left the bar?
I think immediately after everybody left the bar, Rowan headed over, got one more drink, and then closed out her tab with the bartenders.
As you came up, the bartenders actually returned your money. Your sister paid for you. Said you helped her out in a difficult scheme, is what she said.
I appreciate her generosity. I'll have to thank her next time I see her. One more drink, preferably in a bottle, so that I can take it to my room.
What would you like, dear? Let me ask you this. If the drink were to try and knock you out, would you want that?
No, I don't think so. Think I'm looking for something to soothe the spirits.
Oh, I definitely have what you're looking for. And he'll reach down and go, now don't tell anyone I have this. and he'll pull out a bottle of beautiful golden liquid. This'll
Well, that's fancy.
this'll do the trick.
Thank you very much, gents. I appreciate the hospitality you've offered a bunch of accident-prone strangers.
Just as long as you don't start fights in me bar, that's all. You're welcome here.
Tell you what, I won't start them, but I'll finish anyone that you want me to.
That's good to hear. I don't have much security around here, aside from my husband. No, you see the orc like slightly flex, and he like doubles in size, like Master Roshi style.
I think she looks at him, looks at the kraken head that's mounted above the fireplace, and then, or not the fireplace, mounted above the bar, and then goes, "Something tells me your husband might have a bit better odds at winning a bar fight than me, but..."
I mean, he did once wrestle a minotaur until it couldn't move, so he's pretty impressive, I say.
Just a casual achievement.
Yeah. Oh, that's nothing. And he goes, "You see the kraken back there? That was my catch. His, on the other hand," and he'll point to the head above the monster, like stuffed monster above the fireplace. "It's a fucking whole ass beholder. Killed that with his bare hands."
Rowan sighs. Goes, "Oh, then I've got a lot to learn if I'm going to be the hero they want me to be."
You see the orc kind of leans over and goes, "Listen, lassie. They tried to give me that title, hero, long time ago, when I killed the big
Not
eye."
a fan of it.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of it either. But what I will tell you is, while you don't have to be while you may not want to be a hero, it's not you who makes that decision. If a little girl or boy looks up to you and says, "That's my hero," that's not for you to decide. Now, if someone tries to praise you as the almighty hero of whatever, fuck that. Fuck that and that
gosh,
snooty
no.
fucker. But if some backwater village was under attack by some big eyeball monster, and you just so happen to pummel those eyes with your bare fucking fists to death, then you're a fucking hero. Accept it. Let the people be kind to you, and be kind back. Because there are too many heroes that get too up their own arses. You're gonna do great things, kid. I know that.
It's funny that you mention backwater towns, because guess how I got my start? I do have another scene I want to get to, so I think Rowan's just gonna... I don't know if the audience knows. She'll say, "Tiny, off the beaten path farm in town. Wouldn't be on half the maps you purchase. Called Canal. And it's the dead of night. And we hear a war horn. Knowlish.
Oh, furry bastards. I know what you're talking about." He'll point to a scar on his shoulder. This was from a scimitar. One of those fuckers used to use.
They're so unnecessarily jagged.
Why? Yeah, exactly. Look, it's not even a clean scar.
Like, there gets to a certain point where the amount of spikes you have on your weapon make you less efficient at puncturing meat, and they don't care.
Try learn any forging technique, for please, by the gods. Anyway, continue your story.
Anyway, dead of night, Knowlish Warhorn, and Kinalin's quite the small little thing. So I wouldn't exactly call our guard garrison an army. And they were getting overwhelmed. And that was just against, the grunts and the hyenas on chains.
Oh, yeah.
And then a flyant marches his way into the town, and the guards already have their hands full. People are trying to get their way out of the village limits, and no one's working on putting the big guy down. And up until this point, I've got no martial training. I had no plans on joining the garrison. I was helping out my folks and helping out Crag in the blacksmith shop and helping out with the farms, and I was already everywhere. So I take the biggest rock I can find and I huck it at the flyant. And then another, until I finally get the bastard's attention. And I get him to follow me out of the village, towards the cliffs and plateaus that are north. And I threw that first stone fully expecting to die. But at least it would give the guards a chance to recoup and catch a second wind before the flying came back. And I stumbled across a cave, and she gestures to her hip, and I found this in a rusty, beaten up scabbard, but the blade looks like time hadn't touched it. Not a single speck of dust, no rust, no chips, no scratches, no nothing. And I grab it, and I black out, and I wake up, and they told me the knoll was dead, and I don't remember killing it. And that's when the hero shit started. And people started calling on me to deal with anything that approached the village, any roving pack of wolves, any, goblins snooping around. While the guards were recovering, I was basically forced to take on another job. And it's not that I didn't want to do it. It's that I suddenly had the obligation to do it. Being a good person wasn't who I was anymore. It was my career. And that's the part of heroism that I don't like.
Well, being a good person and being a protector are not the same thing. You weren't a good person because it was your career, you were a protector because it was your career. I know that it seems like they're the same thing, but they're not. They're not. And you are, from what I can tell of you, from this little meeting, I think what you're getting is you're getting hung up on the title. You're getting hung up on not wanting to be branded with that. And I think it's admirable to not want to have to be everything everyone wants you to be. What I think for you, at least the advice I can give you, from one adventurer to, from a retired one to another,
Right.
is find what in this life makes you happy. Take your sister, for example. She sauntered into my fucking bar, swindled 2 of my customers, and I haven't stopped her. Do you know why? When she walked into my bar, she set this on my table, and he will slide a holy symbol across the table, and it is a holy symbol to the god of thieves, liars, and the underground, and his name is Trog. This is a holy symbol to the god Trog. Now, what Trog is a god of liars and thieves. She's just doing what makes her happy, and what apparently her god has allowed her to do. And it would be uncouth of me to stop that, especially knowing who my goddess is. And he'll pull out a holy symbol that is a sword pierced through a moon. This is the holy symbol of Thethala, goddess of passion and war. I trained in Moon's Reach, beautiful city far to the east, and just south of my homeland. And I trained directly under the goddess, as many of us did. Most who live in that city do. And when it was my time to go out and be a hero, when people said that I should be, I couldn't be. But it took me coming here and meeting my husband and saving his life from that piece of shit over there that I have hung on my wall that I became someone's hero, and he'll pull the dwarf in. I'm this one's hero, and that's all that fucking matters to me.
Rowan will nod and say, "Well, that's the tricky part about it. Is I already know what I care about, and in order to pursue whatever heroic destiny that I've been assigned, I had to abandon it. I loved my home, the people in my village. I haven't left it until now. I'm an ocean away. From my family, from the briny stone. I thought from my sister. I didn't know she was going to be here, but I had to walk away from the entire life that I had made for myself. And that was the life that I almost died protecting. And now I have to be not there.
So here's the other parts of being an adventurer. Sometimes the gods, and he says this as fucking, you see a very large Goliath pass through the bar. They work in mysterious ways, as you can see. And he'll gesture to Priscilla as she passes her way through the bar.
Yeah.
That one just kind of shows up from time to time. And sometimes there's this one god, well, goddess, and her name is the Lady of Stories. She's the goddess of fate. She allows us to steer our ship in the direction we want it to be, but she puts us places we need to be. You'll get home, you'll get that life again. But right now, for some reason or another, the gods need you here. And now if that's protecting this tiny little town from a vampire, that would be that reason. Now you see, the reason I don't go out and kill him is because and he'll kind of shift backwards, and you notice that he is sitting in a chair. Even though he looks like he's standing, he's in a wheelchair. I lost my legs years back. Dragon attack. So I can't protect this place anymore. So now it is up to you and your ragtag group of miscreants to make sure we all survive this. And I think, personally, that you are you're a good sort. I think you're a good sort.
The one thing I hope I get to keep, because I will change as a person as I go through the process of being a hero. There's no way I wouldn't.
Yeah, you will.
I hope I get to keep my connection to my common roots.
I did, so I think you will.
I would hope so. I have one more thing I want to take care of, so I think I might leave you for the night, but you're giving me a right bit to think about.
Good. That's all I tried to do. You have a good night.
You as well.
Thank you.
I think she'll head upstairs.
Okay.
Go to her room.
Mm-hmm.
Head to the bed. Put the bottle on the nightstand. Won't pop it open yet. And will unfasten her belt and take Ikarn and his scabbard off and place them on the bed. Unsheath Ikarn and have it sitting so that the scabbard is farther away from her and Ikarn is closer to her, but they're both next to each other.
Okay.
And she will put a hand on the blade and she will ask the question that I think up until this point she either didn't want to or was afraid of the answer to.
Okay.
And we'll just go, all right.
As you do place your hand on the blade, you are your mind is transported. You're sitting in a garden in what now is a familiar looking city. This is Eos. Beautiful garden in Eos that overlooks the city. You can see the palace in the distance, and you're sitting in a gazebo with Ikarn across from you, a red-headed gentleman, beautiful, bright, like his eyes are like chocolate, like looking into fountains of chocolate.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Why you? That's gonna be a hard one to explain. Because I only recently found out myself."
Wait, so you didn't know when I found you?
No.
You just knew that there was something important.
Something that connected us.
Alright.
Over
Do I need to sit down? Do I...
Probably, yes.
She'll roll her eyes and in the garden she'll sit on a stump or loose stone or something like that.
There's some chairs. It's a chair and table under a gazebo.
Yeah. She'll just flop herself down.
So, what do you know of your birth parents?
Nothing, which I assume is kind to the point, since I was left in a wicker basket outside of a bar.
Yeah, I left you there because I was injured.
Wait, you...
I'm your father.
I think Rowan blue screens. I think she just fully dials out for a solid minute and a half.
As he says these words, actually, that it's good that Rowan blue screens, because Rowan is taken to a flashback. Rowan is not looking through her own eyes at the moment. She sees herself as a baby in the basket in the arm of a very heavily armored paladin. Shield in one hand, Rowan in the other, blood covering the underside of the shield. A cough as he looks up and shields Rowan from the rain as he leaves Rowan, beats on the door, and then turns as something swipes at him. He ducks and leads it off, and the last things that she sees is him touch his sword as he stabs it into the rock that Rowan found it in, and he casts Final Sacrifice, which is a spell I've made, that allows him to enchant his essence into a weapon as he passes.
Ooh. Rowan takes that fucking semi-truck of information in. Right. What? I was planning on having like a philosophical conversation and talking about the nature of what it means to be a hero. I was ready for that talk. I was not ready for, hey, I'm your dad.
Yes, I wasn't either. Until you almost died by being hit by a cannonball. Seems that every time you take damage, I get memories back.
Well, that just seems like a bit of a system, don't it?
Yeah, I really would rather not have my memories back at this point, if it means you're gonna get hurt.
Alright, so I guess first question. It's I don't know where to start.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Right.
Okay. Pardon me that I don't ask about you first, though I do want to know about you, obviously.
That's okay. I don't know much about me, so.
Is Annabeth actually my sister, or is she, like, was she also adopted and just also happens to be ginger?
Annabeth is your half-sister.
So where was her basket?
Annabeth was brought...
Mm-hmm. Let me guess. Mom dropped her off later.
Her mother dropped her off later.
Her mother, yeah.
Yes.
But your wife and my mother? Yeah, because your dad.
My wife.
I feel like I need like a stick of chalk or something to keep track of this.
So your mother died before I did. Your mother was killed by the beast that killed me.
Okay, I'm so confused. If you and Mom both died, before you /during /slightly after you dropped me off, and Beth is younger than me, how is she my half sister?
There's this wonderful concept called polyamory. I had two wives.
You know what? You know what? That's very fair. I was thinking about the logistics and I didn't factor. Okay, proceed.
Yes, I had two wives. Her mother's still out there.
Good for you.
Her mother's still alive from what I remember. Currently probably hunting down the beast that killed me from the last I spoke to her.
Which would be what? Because I'm assuming...
I don't remember.
If I punch myself in the jaw, will you remember it?
No, it has to be substantial damage sustained from other people. So if someone else punched you in the jaw, maybe.
Cool. Okay, awesome. So, I guess we'll reconvene after I get bit by a vampire.
A what?
Wait, you don't...
I can't hear when I'm in the sheath.
I sometimes forget. I thought you could just, let me give you the quick rundown. And I think Rowan will just speed through all of the recent developments.
A vampire. Okay. So, where are we? Just a question. You're in the village of Veleport in the continent of Zyma.
We're on Zyma.
Oh.
In Veleport.
Great. Okay, so Zyma is known for vast amounts of magical weirdities.
Oh, it's a good thing that I have absolutely no formal education on magic and how it works.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be very bad for you. Vampires in Zyma don't have to hide at night. They can walk during the day because of the magical storms.
Wait. Oh, I'm glad I reached out to you. That's very important information for me to give the rest of my group. and to Anna and her group.
Anna's here?
Yeah, me too. My reaction too.
Wonderful.
Because last I checked, I left her at the briny stone with Ma and Ma. And she...
What a coincidence. Same here.
Yeah. Funny how that works, isn't it? Sometimes you just leave a relative at a bar with two dwarves that you trust.
Right?
Right. So, proceeding, apparently, not only is she not back at home at the Briny Stone, she's here in Zyma with me currently. We just had a conversation down in the tavern not too long ago.
You see, he is like, he's crossed his legs. His elbow is resting on his like heel, the heel of his boot. His head is like resting with his his thumb is on his cheek, and his index fingers on his forehead, and he's just like, son of a bitch.
But on top of all that, she's a cutthroat and a pickpocket and an overall scoundrel, and that is not. I know people can change. That is a leap and a half.
Sounds like her mother, though.
Cool, good to know. All right, wait. You were a holy warrior, and you.
Listen, the heart wants what it wants.
That's fair. That's fair. There's this.
Your mother was a magician.
She nods and she goes, yeah, bit of an odd bunch, but I can't necessarily say I blame you. There's a person that I think I'm starting to fancy who I really under every circumstance should not fancy.
Right? This is just what happens. Tell me about that one. Tell me about that one. Back up. Tell me what's going on with that.
I feel like there's more pressing concerns.
Listen,
there's always a time for me to gossip.
I just found out I'm your dad. I'm gonna do dad stuff, okay?
And I just found out I'm your daughter, and I'd like to know who my dad was. I feel like that's the first priority.
Knowing what I know about you, you're not gonna like what I'm about to tell you.
You're a hero, I know. So now we get to have the philosophical conversation about heroism and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I would rather do that.
Good.
Which is saying something, because I don't. Prissy, hero, paladin, obviously, died a very horrific but very virtuous death against a monster that neither of us know about.
From what I remember, it was big. It had big claws and a big beak.
Beak?
Yeah. From what
like
I remember, like a bird. Like a bird.
A
beak.
A big. Okay.
Big beaky bastard, and its arms were essentially blades.
It's a shot in the dark. Does Rowan know? Like, I think it's really funny.
Roll nature.
Growing up, roll nature. Rowan growing up was like a big fantasy nerd, and then quickly was like, actually, heroism is overrated.
Yeah, roll nature.
But I feel like, yeah, nature. She is proficient. That is a humble 14.
That's not this. I will give it to you. You would know this is a hook horror. He is describing a hook horror. A creature that is known to live in the Underdark. It was summoned from the Hells. Usually, Usually they are sent by evil mages to kill other mages.
A hookworm. But the you probably won't know. Were you underground at any point shortly before?
Like I said, I don't remember.
No,
much.
I know. I figure. It's a shot in the dark. We're both navigating new territory. Apologies if I ask a stupid question here and there.
There's not a lot of stupid questions, really.
What's your name? Because I don't. That has not been mentioned.
You should be able to find my name. I don't remember it, but
Okay, because
it's
I
on
had a
the
weird
scabbard.
Because Ikarn is the name of the. Well, so Ikarn? Because I thought that was just the fancy name for the sword. But there could have been a separation. I don't know. I feel like I should have known that. Ikarn? Does that sound like anything?
That's a title. Ikarn is a title. It means protector.
Meaning protector. Cool. All right. So we're still at a null on the name basis.
Yes. From
Cool.
What do you know of runes?
I just mentioned I don't have a formal education in any fancy magic things. What do you think I know about
Do you know
runes?
anyone who does?
There's a couple of someones who might.
Your mother sketched my name in runes on the sheath of my sword. From what I remember, it was to keep one of our associates from taking my name.
She'll nod, and she'll say, "Is this okay? I don't mean to be like this. Is this gonna turn into one of those things where I'm going to find out your actual name, and that's going to provide some extra magical boon or benefit that you get because our connection deepened or something? It feels like it's that kind of thing."
Maybe? I don't know.
She goes, "All right, well, I progressively become more of a fairy tale."
Kind of, yeah.
All right, good for me, I suppose.
Well, at least people will write stories about you.
I don't know if I feel good about that or if I'm really afraid of that. Probably both. Both seems very measured and understandable.
Yeah, I would say that. Thinking back on or at least trying to remember things makes me feel nauseous. So I understand, I think.
All right. Well, God, it's a bit odd. I hope you understand. I know now who you are. It's probably gonna be a while until I look at you and associate you as a parent, because I was raised.
Your parents
by...
are who raised you. Who took care of you. All I did was drop you off at a door.
Oh, I know that. I would be very disappointed if I was wrong, but I would reckon that you probably would have raised me if you had the choice in the matter.
Should a giant monster not have killed me? Yes, probably.
Yeah, probably. I feel like...
You'd have likely been
like
raised in a temple.
That's definitely a strange foot in the door. Okay, well... This feels really awkward all of a sudden. I'm not sure where to go from here.
How about you go and find your friend who can help you with the runes?
I
or
can do that.
or get some rest.
Yeah,
You
I feel
were
like it
you were
might wait
hit
till
with
the
a
morning.
cannonball.
I got up though, didn't I?
You did. You fucking did.
I
So
fucking
proud
did.
of you.
uh, well,
One
at least I get to have a parental figure.
one other thing that I
This
will
far
tell
from
you
home.
is, do you see this place? And he'll gesture to the place you're standing.
I've seen it a couple times whenever we've talked in the past.
Take my next time you go to Eos, because I know you were there.
I was.
Find a man named Tobias Woodsheart. He's a halfling. Show him my sword. He'll give you something special.
She'll nod. She'll say, duly noted. Thanks, Icarn,
You
for
Mhm.
all of this, I guess.
yeah, it was I was addicted. I was debating on whether or not I would tell you, and then I figured, why not be straight up about it?
Fair enough. Should I tell Anna?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm glad I asked, because I probably would have done that right away.
Well, if you feel that she would be ready, do it.
I mean, very quickly she became far more mature than I was expecting. So maybe it's sort of this weird thing where we both had a desire to know who our parents were, and while we knew it was maybe somewhat possible that the two of us were related, we kind of stopped counting on it. So
Well, now you know that you are.
Now I know. Now I know that we are. She'll nod. She'll go. I think I'm starting to get to the point where it feels weird to be here. So I think
I was about to say maybe it's time to go.
maybe it's time to go. You're a holy weapon. You think you'll stand a pretty decent chance against a vampire, right?
So I will teach you something about the blade.
Yes, please.
Now that I know how to do it.
Any extra tips and tricks you've got?
can burn. You can call upon the blade's power, and for a short period of time, it will become a holy weapon.
Love it, wonderful.
You can only do this twice a day.
Convenient news. 2 times a day.
And then my power is depleted.
All right. Cool. We will do a touch base on what nifty little doodads you've got after I've learned your name.
Wonderful.
I just feel like it's gonna be something. It's so perfectly out of a fairy tale, and at this point, that's what my life is.
Yeah, it seems like it's becoming that way. But I'm proud of you.
All right. Have a good night.
You as well.
Dad, it feels
Don't make it
strange.
weird. Don't make it
Feels
weird.
strange.
It does. It does. Just stick with Icarn for now.
And I imagine my consciousness returns.
Yeah, you as soon as you return your
pop
hand
open.
from the storage, you're just
I pop open that bottle of gold booze right away.
Okay,
And
what
it is
you are
not leaving my hand till it's empty.
what you drink is a potion of calm emotions.
Oh, cool! You know what? Actually, Rowan equally needed that. So
Yeah, that was a.
I think
was a-
that puts her in a good
We
place.
don't use stress, but if we were
If we were.
massive monster, you know the chart. Where would she be at? You think?
I don't think she would have reached an affliction yet, but
She's well on her way
everything-
there.
Everything, because the entire events of the day, for Rowan personally, has been figuring out her sister is an adventurer, then figuring out that her parents are running the tavern on their own, and then, finding out that she has to be on a boat, almost crashing the boat.
Getting shot.
Getting shot in the chest with the cannon. Finding out that they're going up against a vampire and learning that her sword is her dad. It's been a busy day.
It
for
has.
Rowan.
It has. It's been a pretty busy
It'll
24
only get
hours.
busier.
Yeah. It's literally only gonna get busier.
Oh, yeah.
So is Rowan going to sleep after this, or do you want to do that
Oh,
one?
for sure.
Okay, cool. So
For
that is
sure.
then where we will cut off.
Yeah, we are done.
Yeah, we are done with the session tonight. This has been a fucking fantastic first session back. I am so pumped about this campaign.
Me too. I'm really
like we
happy
all
with things how
Yeah.
things have been going.
It's really good. I can't wait to fight undead next time we play.
I can't wait to actually be prepared next time.
Yay! the forever curse of dungeon masters.
Yeah, no, absolutely,
Get
it
my
is.
ass kicked.
Oh yeah, no, Crow, you came very close to it this evening.
I'm honestly surprised I only took 4 damage for doing what I did. I expected 16. That's about half my health pool.
Yeah, no.
You had the
Annabeth-
hammer right
Annabeth
by
is
your
a
neck,
rogue.
Boy.
Yeah, that hammer had that hammer hit you, you'd have gotten one-shotted.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
a 15 D8 hammer.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, they just.
It's
have
the
to-
hammer of an actual god.
15d8. I believe it.
Right.
That's slightly lower damage. Slightly lower damage than being completely submerged in lava.
And that's her day-to-day hammer. That's not even her war hammer. Her one she takes in
Right.
for war
it's
does 100 D8.
it's her casual hammer. It's not her business hammer.
Yes, exactly. The gods are gods for a reason. That,
I
and she
feel-
can just suck you up into a hurricane. That's the other option.
I love
That's
my
also
mom.
right.
I love my moms. I love that one mom decided to start a fucking war because I told her I can't talk right now. I can't talk to you right now. I'm very busy. Okay, alright. Hangs up. Starts a war.
I mean, that is her job.
Yeah. This
She is the
God.
goddess of war. That's what she
I'm-
does.
I'm already so fucking pumped for the next session.
Me
I,
fucking too.
I love
It's
making
like,
new friends.
On one hand, I've just really, really missed playing Rowan because she is a character that is so near and dear to my heart. The other part is this entire group dynamic, the world, the DMing, it's enrapturing.
I'm
I
glad that you
don't
are having
want
fun.
the session to be over, and it actively upsets me that it has to be.
Well, here's the thing that is always an option. At the end of the 4 sessions, this can always become a longer campaign.
Genuinely, I would be so pumped for that. But I also have to really consider what my schedule for a full campaign and not just a mini adventure would look like.
That's fair, but I'm just saying, I can run this
Just
every
saying.
other Wednesday, and it locked to that day.
We just switch back and forth between your game and performance check.
Exactly. That's
Listen,
I can run this
I
game on the
recommend-
performance check channel if you want me to.
I genuinely would have you run it on the PC channel if you want to do it.
If you want this to become a regular campaign and you want this to run on the performance check channel, we can talk about that at a later date.
I will offer a tentative. We will see.
Absolutely.
hello, by the way. I've made friends with Jessamine. Clearly the bitchiest. However, we are friends now. My mom thinks she's cool.
I got
See-
so many cool gifts.
You did.
Lori
love-
and Rowan are my favorite now. I
Okay.
have 2 hands.
See, I wanted to check because I'm like, wow, Rowan bought you an entire bottle of Chardonnay and didn't get a thank you. Like,
Rowan
I know,
got a you
because-
shouldn't have.
yeah, I did get a you shouldn't have, which is fair. But like Rowan who comes from like again, and I know I say it a bajillion times, an off the beaten path tiny little farming town, one of those like everybody knows everybody else communities. Not getting a thank you is like is actively like oh from Rowan. Like
She's
it's
like,
like,
"Oh,
oh
damn."
okay. Damn.
Shot my shot and was rejected.
Exactly. Rowan
How's
was
Hugh
like
doing? No. How's Hugh doing over there? How's our favorite little guy?
Yeah, how is
He
Hugh?
is playing the piano. And he is doing it in a way that you can tell if he stops, he is going to have a breakdown.
I just want to be friends with this guy, and then my mom goes, "Be careful around people. Be careful," and it's like I'm fine. I have all these cool friends. None of them are shady whatsoever.
oh yeah, your mom definitely was like specifically beware of this kind of person.
Nah, I don't think. I think she just gave me that warning for fun. I think we're fine.
Sure.
I think it's fine. I
Of
think we're
course.
fine.
The second Hugh notices a person like this, he's gonna point them out. Probably.
I'm fine. I'm here for a good time. I'm here to make friends.
Here for
I
a
do
good
have this
time
week.
and maybe for a long time. We'll see.
I do love just means going, it's evident that you don't see people that much. And I'm like, yeah! Yeah! You're right!
No, you just keep talking like, oh, I'm not a people person. Oh, it shows.
It shows.
It shows.
Oh, wait, are we showing our flaws? Is this what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing? Hold on, let me in on this.
I didn't know what you were gonna do with Ikarn. Making him Rowan's dad. I was
Oh,
not
yeah.
ready for.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone's ready for what.
I don't think
Belle
everybody,
said.
because like Rowan knew this is this is the soul of a paladin. Rowan knew that. That's not the new information. The paladin's my dad. I was not ready for.
Right? No one's ever ready for Paladin Dad.
No.
No one's ever ready for
See,
a
but it's also so funny because it's so obvious. Because Rowan's backstory has always been, she is an orphan, doesn't know who her well, if she's adopted, doesn't know who her biological parents are, got raised by 2 gay dwarves. And I've expected some fun twists from Rowan doesn't know who her parents are, but
Oh, wait till you find out who
your
her mom
parent-
is.
Oh, I'm not ready. But
That's
your
great.
parent is the magic sword that you have. Is not one that's been done before.
Wait
Oh
till
my
you find out
God.
who I've made her mom. It's gonna.
Oh my
Now-
goodness.
Yeah.
After you, Belle.
It's gonna be, shocking, to say the least.
See,
shocking. Is that
what I love about Rowan, and this, I mean, it kind of comes a little bit with the territory of wielder of magic weapon, but what I love is how Rowan is trying so profusely. And I do understand and agree that this is a collaborative game and there is no main character because we're all the main characters. But as far as like fairy tale trope is concerned, Rowan is trying so vehemently to not be the main character. She wants so badly to not be the person who's super important. And people keep going, sorry, you're out of luck. And she's like, why?
Yeah, you don't. The Lady of Stories has decided it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be where we end in session. Thank you all for joining me. Thank everyone in the chat. This is probably the most active chat I've had in a long time. We're gonna raid my friend Hobbs. You folks have a wonderful evening. Thank you to all of my players for joining me. And remember next Wednesday to check us out on Performance Check over on. Are we live streaming that one, or are we just uploading the YouTube one?
I really want to live stream it. I still have to upload the VOD.
Okay.
From the last session, but I do want to live stream this one on the actual performance check Twitch.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So we'll have Linkses on Sunday, and then Tuesday we could reschedule the last episode, and then Wednesday is the live episode.
Wonderful. Does the performance check channel have a underscore between the name?
I
Hold on,
believe
I think I got it. Oh wait,
so.
I can't do your shoutouts.
I can. Just let me know.
I think it's all one word. I think it's just performance check show.
Okay.
It's all lowercase.
Okay.
I
Cool.
was drawing and like making little sketchy notes. The only thing I managed to write down was try to drive frowny face. That's it. Try to drive.
Love it.
I've embarrassed myself in front of new pals.